Welcome. This episode of My VA Disability Claim. All right, today we're just going to talk about a little pro tip. Get clear before you file your claim. All right, we're going to show you what that is and how you can do that. Right, get clear before you file your claim. Right, helpful veteran as always. Right, Carter Hughes. Come on now, helpful. Simple information brought to you by the Carter Hughes Knowledge Institute. Just a collection of helpful, simple, useful information, right, to help you accomplish certain things. Within this space of veteran disability claims, we want to help you to get clear before. In terms of mental health, right, a strong, complete application reduces the anxiety and stress as you wait to get the approval or denial. Again, when you're confident about having a strong application, that's less stress, less worry, less concern as you go through that process till you get to your approval or your denial, right? So when we talk about getting clear before you file, we're keeping it simple again. Evidence evaluator, simple little spreadsheet thing, got the visual aid right there for you. But just evaluate your evidence. That's all we're saying. Evaluate your evidence for each of the three elements, right? Evaluate your evidence for each of the three elements. Evaluate your evidence for each of the three elements. Evaluate your evidence for each of the... If I can sing, I would do that. But that's what we mean though, right? We talk about the three elements. Element number one, that it was caused by military service. You got to prove that. Do you have records to prove that? Do you have statements to prove that? Right? Element number two, that you have let's say that you have a disability. That's element number two. How can you prove that? You have medical records showing you have a diagnosis? Do you have statements saying, hey, these are the symptoms I'm experiencing? And then element number three, proving that the disability is chronic, meaning you're going to be dealing with it for a while and expect to be dealing with it going into the future. Do you have records to prove that it's chronic? Or do you have statements to prove that it's chronic? Well, that's the process that we're talking about, right? Evaluating the evidence for each of the three elements. Evaluate your evidence for each of the three elements. Evaluate your evidence for each of the three elements. Simple though, simple. So let's say I'm filing a knee claim. Okay, cool. First element, was it caused by service? Yeah, it was caused by the service. How? Well, I fell down or whatever. I got, whatever. Okay, cool. What evidence do you have of that? Do you have records or do you have statements? That's a good question. I think I may have gone to the doc. Boom. Now we're getting in there. And you got to evaluate till you come to that conclusion. Unacceptable. Either you do or you don't, right? If there's an I think let's investigate it and get to the answer. Do you or do you not? Records or statements to prove that it was caused by service, right? That's all we're doing though. Records or statements. Same knee, but I'm filing for a knee. Okay, cool. Do you have a current medical diagnosis for your knee? What do you mean? Have you gone to the doctor and they wrote down, right, whatever the diagnosis is, knee, what pataphyema? I don't know, there's a bunch of diagnoses. I'm not a doctor, yo, you know what I mean? I'm a claims guy. I could Google something real quick. Let's see. For knee, let's get serious. Osteoarthritis is one of them. You can have degenerative joint disease as well, I believe, in the knee also. But you will need an official medical diagnosis. If you've never been to the doctor and you don't have a diagnosis, cool. We're going to need a statement from you telling us about the symptoms of this knee. And then we send you to the doctor and the doctor can provide that diagnosis. Right? But all you're doing is evaluating the evidence for each of the three elements, right? And now, third element, chronicity. You've been dealing with it for a while. Oh man, yeah, it's chronic. Okay, cool. What evidence do you have that is chronic? And that meaning that you've been dealing with it for a while, since you separated up until now. Okay, man, I separated 10 years ago. I've been going to the doctor annually for this knee. Okay, perfect. Those are records. Right? Is it records or is it statements? You got records, so we need those records. You can either go get the records yourself and send them up to the VA. You can do that. Or you can fill out a 4142, or 21-4142, and that lets the VA go grab those records if they're from a private doctor. If they're from the VA Medical Center, all you have to do is put the dates down on the form, and they'll go grab those records for you, right? But that element of chronicity, showing that I've been dealing with it for a while, and it's something I'll be dealing with going forward, cool. What's the evidence? Do you have records, or do you have statements? If you have records, send in those records. Can I have records and still send a statement in with it? Of course. You can never have too much. You know what I mean? If you want to beat them down with evidence, beat them down with it. Give them records and statements. Yeah, that's what we recommend. You know what I mean? That way each of the elements is covered, right? But you want to evaluate the elements. What kind of evidence? Is it records? Is it statements? Is it records? Is it statements? It's only two types of evidence, really. Think about it. Is it records or is it statements? Right? That's it. I'm trying to just play devil's advocate. You could use video as evidence, I guess. But that would be like a record. Come on now. It is a recording of something that happened in the past, a record. You know what I mean? So it's either records or statements. But think about it that way, right? Don't get too far out, lost into the massive expanse of this thing. No. For this condition I'm filing, it was caused by service. Okay, what evidence do I have for that? I have the disability. Okay, what evidence do I have for that? It's a chronic disability. Okay, what evidence do I have for that? In terms of evidence, either records or statements. Do I have records for this or do I have statements for this? Do I have records for this or do I have statements for this? Right? Come on now. We'll put the evaluator back up there. This is the visual aid. You can take a picture of it, right? I would say one of the best things about these sessions are the visual aids. Take a picture. Make it your own tool. Use it for yourself going forward. As always, we say, learn the information. Use the information. If you deem it to be valuable, don't be selfish. Share the information. Hey, have an incredible day.